But we have a messaging problem. It's not just a messaging problem, but a messaging problem that has persisted with our party for years and years, constantly on the defense. We allow these culture wars to take shape. 8 of the top 10 states with the highest murder rates, all are Republican states. How do Democrats not know that?
Okay, is it just me, or is Gavin Newsom saying all the right things recently? Appearing on MSNBC's Alex Wagner tonight, Gavin Newsom had a message regarding Democrats' ability to translate red-blue state disparity into campaign messaging.
But we have a messaging problem. I really believe it. And you can argue, all right, what are we doing on comprehensive immigration reform? What are we doing on a number of other issues? I'm not going to deny the substantive challenges our party has as well, addressing those tough and vexing issues. It's not just a messaging problem, but a messaging problem that has persisted with our party for years and years, constantly on the defense. We allow these culture wars to take shape, and we consistently are on the back end of them. 8 of the top 10 states with the highest murder rates, all are Republican states. How do Democrats not know that? In fact, it's really 9 out of 10. Georgia went for Biden, but it's really a Republican state, or at least a red state. 8 out of 10. And we're losing that message? Crime is higher, as well as taxes here for the average citizen in Texas. It's higher, violent crime and property crimes than in the state of California. 67% higher gun death rate in Texas. Why don't we push back? Why are we on the offense?
Why don't we?
I don't know.
And he's absolutely right on this. You turn on Fox News and you'll hear Republicans who have never set foot in New York City or Los Angeles talk about surging crime rate.
Nancy Pelosi is running a con game in Washington, D.C. Nancy Pelosi's con game. That I'm in Nancy Pelosi with Pelosi's con game.
Or how efforts to depopulate grossly overpopulated jails is causing an uptick in violent crime in blue states, when in fact it is red states that have the highest murder rates in the entire country.
And we're losing that message? Crime is higher, as well as taxes here for the average citizen in Texas. It's higher, violent crime and property crimes than in the state of California.
As Gavin Newsom points out, how often do you hear Democrats citing these statistics when inundated with vitriol from the other side? It's very much akin to the point Pete Buttigieg made recently, that far too often Democrats allow Republicans to just pay lip service to issues, but offer no solutions on how to fix it.
Obviously, there are issues with the border and with migration. But these are the kinds of stunts you see from people who don't have a solution. Like, where have these, Governor DeSantis was in Congress. Where was he when they were debating immigration reform? What have any of these people done to be part of the solution? So, I get if you're after attention. It's one thing to call attention to a problem when you have a course of action, as some of the folks here speaking up about an issue, exercising their First Amendment rights have done, or in elected office. It's another to just call attention to a problem because the problem is actually more useful to you than the solution, and that helps you call attention to yourself.
They rant and rave about crime rates in blue states while receiving no blowback on the state of their own affairs. Which is why, yes, I will continue to highlight the rhetoric coming from Gavin Newsom recently. Because he's not just attacking people like DeSantis personally, which, let's be honest, it's merited, but he's pushing back on the issues that matter.
Look, it's clear that DeSantis broke the law. The question is, which law did he break? Did he break the laws of his own state? Did he break federal law? But one thing he did is he broke with precedent, any precedent of decency and honor. They're attacking not just reproductive rights, they're attacking your ability to go to a library and get a book. 1,651 books they've tried to ban this year. 801 in Texas, 566 in Florida. By the way, PolitiFact that.
And highlighting the fact that when a Republican's own house is on fire, they take a torch and they run to another house to try and make a bigger fire to detract from their own issues.
My frustration is, we need to call them out. Yeah. Are you paying attention to what these guys are doing? How many books have been banned here in Texas? 801 books have been banned. Ron DeSantis is arresting elected officials. He's sending SWAT teams with people in the underwear at 6 in the morning because they registered to vote and voted. Yeah. But that's insane. Think about that's insane. He went to another state to find migrants and used state money that was intended for unauthorized immigrants, not those seeking legal asylum and send them to an island, and he's being celebrated for that.
MeidasTouch is unapologetically pro-democracy. And look, we know you are too. So please make sure you check out our best-selling shirt and our best-selling gear, the unapologetically pro-democracy gear. And hey, while you're at it, make sure you check out my favorite shirt and one of our most famous designs. It wasn't rigged, you're just a loser. At store.meidastouch.com. That's store.meidastouch.com.